And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful Corona-free day. Today is Saturday, February the 20th at 8:38 in the morning. How are you doing? So, here's the thing. I'm a big believer that every relationship hits that certain point when you still love a person, you know, but you just get bored of them. They even got a term for it. Yeah, it's called marriage. You see, what I just did there is a starting part of a premises, series, joke that I'm in the process of working on. And if that made you laugh, that's great, interactive. But here's my point. What I do essentially is, I feel like my subconscious is always in overdrive. Because what I mean is, even if I'm not directly focusing on what I'm going to say directly after that part, it reveals itself automatically, and here's what I'm getting at. What I do when I come up with material is I essentially come up with one good line, and then I just say it over and over and over and over and over again. And then at some point, I feel like automatically I just sort of fill in the blank and say the right thing. It's like my subconscious is working out all the problems and stuff like that. Because you know how if you ever talk to a girl or something like that you liked and you wanted to, it's like you want to take the thought to say something, but you don't really know maybe exactly at that moment. So you work on what to say, so when you say something, it's right. I feel like that when I say stuff in comedy, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right. It's like I'm disagreeing with it myself inside, but I don't really, at that moment, have the words to say. So I just keep repeating it over and over and again and again. Now, the interesting thing is that the start of every joke is kind of like the seed. It's like the seed of a plant. And if I take 5 of the exact seeds and I put them in the ground and I water them and let them grow, all of those plants are going to look different from one another. So when I'm developing material, I say my one line and I say it again and again until something organically is created, and I say a second line and I continue to go forward. But then as the plant, as the direction of the joke is forming, if I feel like it sort of isn't coming out to a specific end that works good, or it's kind of blotchy, I hit it at a different angle. And how do I do that? I start all over again. I plant another seed, the exact one line, and I basically disregard what I said prior to that, maybe keep some of it, and then I just repeat it again and again and again and again and again until another seed comes out of it. I all of a sudden say something different for that second line that I previously didn't ever say before. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I have this whole concept of getting bored when you're in any relationship that I will be doing material on, and then I compare it to other things and other situations. But as I was going through it, I realized that something wasn't right, and it took a few days just repeating that first line. I mean, days, periodically. I'm driving, I'm doing something or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like my subconscious can just relax, and out comes the best answer. And it was actually a better answer. Okay? I'm not really sure if that's for everybody, and that's besides the point. But as I was going through it, and I realized not just the method and the pattern and the way that I do things, I thought it would be kind of interesting to bring it up and discuss it and mention it in my video/audio show if you're listening to it. Because maybe, just maybe, like I say on occasion, something that I say can overlap into your personal life, into your work, business, or philosophical, whatever it might be. The concept of starting over, but not from 0, but from 1, is a really good thing. Because that first step might be great. And as long as you have a great first step, you can have a great second step. But as you go down further line, further down your steps, your order of operations, whatever it is that you're doing, if something feels like it's not right, just know you can always go back to step 1. Okay? Not 0. Keep the 1 where it is, because it's solid. It's good, right? But you're just repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, and you work on 1 until you see a different number 2 open up, grow, like a plant with the exact starting point, but it just goes in a different direction. I thought it was kind of insightful and interesting, so yeah, like I said, I brought it up, and I just wanted to get that out there, because my new number 2, my new after that first line, is so much better. And I will be revealing it as I'm doing material, but it's not complete. And even if it was, I don't mind putting my comedy online at all, but I want it to be right, you know? It always interests me. Okay, pre-corona, well, it still exists, but I mean, no one goes in it really because of corona. But this place called the Comedy Store, and it's a comedy club in California. And long story short, before the pandemic, it's not possible now, you know, but because of the corona or whatever, to me it would have been really cool to go to this place, because it's basically a place where all the highest caliber top professionals work out their material before they go out and tour it. So it's an interesting thing. It's kind of like the concept of if you saw a really beautiful painting or heard an amazing song, and then if there were different parts of that song or painting, and you came back an hour, and then 2 days, and then a week or 2 weeks later, and you went and you saw the different stages of this art being created. You see, when you see something on television, it's already been vetted. It's already been worked out. They're not just amazing speakers with great luck, or it has nothing to do with that. As a matter of fact, a lot of individuals don't even come up with their own material after a while, which is, to me, absolutely fucking ridiculous, because at that point you're kind of just like a talking piece, you know? It's different, in my opinion, if you're a singer, you don't come up with your own things to say, because you're the one with a beautiful voice, right? When you're a comedian, your voice is not necessarily the sound that everyone hears. Your voice is your essence, your passion and your drive, or at least it is for me. And I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be, because when you're saying stuff on stage, ideally it's supposed to be stuff that you've thought of inside you, that you agree with, that really resonates with who you are and what you're about. So anyway, just doing something a little bit different, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. This whole week has been kind of crazy in Tejas, Texas, because of all of the freezing weather and the winter. Fortunately, I've had 0 of that. I've actually had full power and heat, electricity, and absolutely everything. So I'm really thankful. But this video series / audio, if you listen to me that way, is very important to me. And yeah, so it's just something different as far as how I got out my ideas, my art, and stuff like that. That I wanted to share. And not just that, you know, in a lot of ways, me saying stuff out loud actually brings it to the surface more. It brings it more to my attention, what I'm doing and how I do it, even by discussing it, so that I can do it more often, and I'm more aware of it. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I fulfill my personal obligation of assisting myself and bringing this to attention so that I can be more aware of it, and maybe, just maybe, it'll assist you in some aspect of your life. Well, anyway, that's it for now. I'm Benja Welldone. Have a beautiful day. Check me out. Peace.